I'm joined by Dr. Aviral Mathur. He is the president of FORDA, Federation of Resident Doctors Association, India. I'm going to talk to him regarding the issue of postponement of NEET PG 2023. On February 10th, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has communicated that NEET PG 2023 will not be postponed. FORDA and Dr. Mathur have been very vocal on the issue of NEET PG 2023 postponement. Dr. Mathur, it's great to have you here.
Same here. Hi. Thank you for having me.
My first question to you, a FORDA delegation recently discussed the matter of NEET PG 2023 postponement with Union Health Minister. Now the minister said that the NEET PG 2023 will not be postponed. What is your reaction to this decision?
So since the time the NEET PG bulletin came in early January, FORDA has been at the forefront for fighting against the ineligible candidates, fighting for, to make them eligible in the upcoming exam. Initially, the date was extended to 30th June, and then we still communicated to the health ministry. We gave a representation that we wanted to be extended until so that all the major states are included as well. So we were thankful to the health minister when we met him post that extension, that we are thankful that they listened to the demands and they increased the eligibility finally to 11th of August. But then this was a double-edged sword. Why? Because with the eligibility extended up to 11th of August, we believed that the gap between the date of exam and the anticipated date when the counseling will start, which is most likely after the last date of eligibility, that is somewhere in August mid, the gap is unreasonably long. It is almost nearly 6 months, somewhere between 5 to 6 months. And the admission processes would subsequently be delayed after first and second rounds and all these respective state rounds of counseling. So all in all, we were looking at a term wherein the candidate had appeared for the exam, but yet wasn't able to join the institute primarily because of these delays. So we requested the Honorable Health Minister that he should consider the facts. We were receiving many pleas and many requests from all over the country, from various states. All the aspirants were saying they were putting their own piece. Some were saying that they will not know what to do within the bracket of 6 months. Some were saying that they are not getting adequate time for preparation. So we put forth these demands to the respected health minister. We emphasized that postponement should be a consideration whenever they are discussing this within themselves. And what we urged them to do and what we requested them to do was that whenever they decide and whatever they decide, they should at least communicate this back at a priority basis back to the candidates. So they did it within 2 days of this, but we are sad that we could not change their mind over the final decision.
So after the delegation met the minister, what was the outcome of the discussion? Was this decision anticipated?
So when we had the discussion with the Honorable Health Minister, it was not a dialogue per se, but it was him listening to what we have to say. And I think this is what it is with somebody like in his position. So we were given ample of time to put forth our views. We are thankful to him for that. We were allowed almost 30-40 minutes of discussion, wherein he also pitched in and he also had his own reasonings for doing such things. And we felt that more convincing was needed. We tried our best. We tried our level best. Many other associations also have jumped into it on social media and have been sending representations to him. So we highlighted this fact as well to him. But the undertone was that we felt that the ministry was still discussing this actively, and they were like that we'll come up with a decision, but we requested that they should come up with it soon. The outcome of the discussion with the ministry was that we felt that they were not entirely convinced. They would need more convincing, and we tried our level best to convince them. But it was not an absolute no, or it was not an absolute yes, as is the common misconception right now, because that is not how the ministry works. They cannot let you know and let you off with one of their decisions. They said that we have decided, and we just requested them that whatever the decision is should be out in front of the candidates very soon.
Okay. So what is FORDA's next move going to be on this matter?
So we have discussed it with our team. We have been following it since the last almost 1.5 months now, and our team has been deliberating upon all the options. Uh, we feel that whatever we tried, we gave our best into that, and we believe that not always our expectations align with the outcomes. So we were really hoping that the health ministry would take a judgment which would be in the larger interest of the students. But now that the minister has clearly communicated that they're not going to change it, we feel that judicial discourse and the judicial process is one way to go forward, which the candidates, what I have heard, are already trying in the background. And if at all, something of hope can be derived out of this, is that they should look forth to other alternatives like this. Uh, and also we have requested the candidates that prima facie they should take 5th of March as the upcoming date, as a definitive date, and they should also study and prepare in the background and not waste too much time into all of this.
Okay. So is FORDA looking at legal options?
So FODA per se has never entered into a legal battle technically over these decisions. And as you know, as you're aware of the judicial system, it is always the one who is a victim who has to file the petition in the court. So we have assured the candidates and the aspirants that they have our full support. Prima facie, we cannot, file a petition regarding that, because I am a senior resident. Many of us are senior residents and postgraduates who have already cracked NEET PG. It is always in the judicial system who is the victim has to file a case. I cannot do it on somebody else's behalf. So they have to come forward and they will have to file a petition. We have assured all the help we can in guiding them and in giving them our platform, and also the whatever contact building and whatever advices they're going to need on the way.
Okay. So why do you think that despite so many requests and pleas before the minister decided not to postpone the exam?
That is something which I really cannot. We wonder this as well. We feel that the reasonings that he gave in the parliament, I think they might be one reason that he did not. And all said and done, we do feel that what he's saying is not currently backed by enough information, because I think the gap between the counseling and the exam process is something which was not emphasized upon in his speech in the parliament. So we believe they have their own reasons, which currently we don't see that they align with our interests. But it is something which the ministry has to answer in a better way, not me.
Okay. So how many students are likely to be affected by this decision of the government?
So from the data that we collated over the past month regarding who were all ineligible and initially and now they're eligible, so we feel that looking at it objectively, when polls were conducted all over the country, almost 75%, somewhere 80%, somewhere 70%, they were all variable results were people who were demanding postponement. So I think that should give you like an exit poll during elections. That is something which we have as data. I cannot definitively say that this is the number, this is the figure, but we believe that at least more than 50% of the appearing candidates have indulged themselves into the request for postponement of the exam, and this is around about the population. At least more than 50, somewhere between 50 and 70. I don't know. I cannot put a finger on it, but would be the number of candidates who would be really happy if the exam would have been postponed.
Okay. So can you briefly say what is the impact? How will this impact the students? How will this decision impact the students?
The impact the students would have has already been out on the social media in various portals, through various requests and through various shared messages, retweeted messages. I can only tell you the highlights of those messages. They read that the gap between the exam and the counseling is a gap which, when I was a candidate for NEET PG, I have come through that level also. So I believe and I completely agree that the gap between the exam and the counseling is something which is a time of too much uncertainty. You have appeared for the exam, you might have results in your hand in the next month, but you don't know where you are going, which branch you're taking. So that's a time of too much uncertainty, and people just want to get over with it very soon. Moreover, candidates who have been made eligible at the last moment, this 7th and 8th of February, the candidates who were made eligible, we feel that more number of days could have been given to them for the preparation. So candidates in Madhya Pradesh and maybe in Telangana who just got eligible only have a window of around 25 to 30 days to prepare for an exam and appear for it. Also, pleas have been coming in from various students who have been dropping for the exam. So they are like that, they don't know what to do within that bracket of 6 months, whether to, work somewhere, which every doctor should, and, leave aside studies altogether, hoping that they'll get a branch of their choice, or, they should sit again and maybe prepare in the background, not knowing when the next exam is going to be conducted. So that's the time of a lot of uncertainties. That's a time, when many people make life-changing decisions. So we feel that that window could have been shorter and, would have helped the candidates greatly.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mathur, for your time for joining us. Thank you,
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Thank you.